Hi, and welcome back to another video. I don't know quite how well today's going to go in terms of sound and so on, because next door are doing some renovations as well. Not a problem. We'll try and get on and do what we can here. It's Monday morning, and as you can see, I haven't completed the plastering on this room. I finished quite early on Friday, and that was just purely because. So sorry about that. For some reason, it decided it wasn't going to work for me. So what I'm going to do is just put you onto time lapse and get these walls done, and I'll come back in a moment. I'll probably swap over to the sorry, I'm trying to work out where the camera is. I'll swap over to the phone in a bit, and we'll get some more footage. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Hello, and welcome back once again today. I haven't been able to get much done because the water was turned off and we were without water for most of the day. And I'm just setting up this window now to, if I can find all the tool, to get that plastered. But it has meant that I've not been able to do very much today, so I'm going to have to work into the evening, because I've got to get this room plastered out today, finished off. I don't mind doing the odd wall tomorrow, but we can't. Sorry, I'm just double checking. $17.5. Sorry. Yeah. I've got other things I've got to get on with. I need to get all the walls sanded and ready for painting, which will be done, like I said, in October, November time. And then I'm moving on to the stairs and landing for plastering them out next. And then whilst I'm doing that, Zoe's got a chance then to get, bits and pieces moved. So she can get the bits and pieces in there sorted, so that I can get in there and plaster that one out. So. but it has allowed me to catch up on the videos that needed to be completed. And all I'm doing here is just cutting them down to size these and getting them in where they need to be. That's it. And then I'm just going to knock in some clout nails just to hold it in place. You know, the plaster itself will do most of the work, but I'm just using these just to hold it in place until I've got the plaster on it. And I'll do that right the way down through, you know, every so often. Just show you the type of nail that I'm using. They call it a clout, but it's got a nice big, come on, focus. A nice big head on it. I wonder if I do that. Does that work? There we go. So it's a straight shank on it with a nice wide head. Some people call it roofing nails, some call them you know, clout nails. Well, they're down on this pack as a clout, so that's what I'm going to call them. And they are 30mm. Right, that one's ready. Moving on to the next one. Okay. I always like to make the initial cut slightly longer than is needed. I can then come back and add that little bit extra. Like here. Like I said, when we get on to doing the next room, I'll get Zoe up here and she can get the hand, do a bit of handheld with the camera and get in a bit closer for you. But for the time being, I just want to get these on and get out of this room plastering today. Better. Didn't quite get it right. Here. Everything is working in this window. It's rather warm. window today. Alexa, temperature.
At the moment, it's 24 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 12 degrees.
There you go, can't get as warm. There we go. Right, that's up ready. Next one over this side. This corner is the one that I have been dreading for a couple of days. And it's actually why I've been putting off doing this window. Anyway, the good news is I've managed to get a I've managed to get almost caught up with the videos. I've done another 2 or 3 this morning. Some of them are a bit shorter than I would like, but that's because I just didn't get enough footage on that day. Right. Whether or not you're a DIYer or you're a pro, you know, I'm always willing to listen to advice. And even give it a go. Just going to finish off my coffee and then get a mix made up. We're now ready on this wall to get on and get it plastered. So we'll do that in a second. I don't like putting you on too many time lapses, and actually I've been finding it more difficult to give you, you know, decent content when I put you on time lapses. But at the same time, I want you to see as much of the work, you know, that I'm doing as possible. And I don't think you know, I've probably put up a couple of really quite boring videos. Welcome back. Oops. Sorry about that. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. and you'll probably notice that that's not white. It is make good, the majority of it, but I had to use 2 of the gypsum in it to get it to thicken up, and it seems to have gone on quite nicely. Just wait for that to settle down a bit, and then I'll get the second coat on that, which will be 100% gypsum. So yeah, that went better than I thought it was going to, because there was gaps all over the place on that wall. It wasn't the best of walls to be plastering, and it's the one I've been putting off for a little while. So I'm just going to wait for that to go off. It'll go off today quicker than I'd like, so I will be getting on and doing these other 2 walls and getting them knocked out. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be up here sanding, finishing the filling off. Filling. I'll do that before I go to bed. And getting this room ready then for painting. We'll then be on the hallway, stairs and landing, getting that prepared. So I'll be taking you along with me for a ride there. So yeah, I'm going to go and finish this coffee and get some ice or whatever. Perhaps an ice cream is in the call, in the running even. So yeah, I'll put Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
Right, so we've got her going, and I'll come back up when she goes off and look at getting another coat on there. I need to get the bucket cleaned. I've just cleaned all my tools, so the tools are ready to go. Yeah. So I'll probably be talking to you in a minute or in a bit when I put the second coat on, because I'll do that as a time lapse, and then I'll talk to you about the difference or how I felt it went. So yeah, we'll see you in a bit. See you in a bit. Bye bye. I'm just doing up a mix now. The wall's ready for another going. So yeah, we're going to get on with that now. But I thought I'd have a little chat. I have a tendency of starting a little conversation and going off onto something else. So, you know, I'm trying to catch that in the editing. It doesn't always work. Now, I was talking about a smart house, and that's what I'm trying to do. I've already put in 95% of the things into the house. I've got everywhere. We've got Cat 5. Yeah, Cat 5's still old, but still remember what I want. done the second coat on now. So much easier. Whoops. Yeah, where am I? Let me bring this over so you can see me a bit. That's better. So much easier to go on. No tram lines at this point. I've still got to do some flattening off, but not much. It seems to be doing the tools really well. Quicker to go on. I'm not piddling about with it half as much as what I was with the Make Good. The only thing is you do have to move really quickly because it does go off quite quickly in the bucket. It cleans off the tools a lot nicer. You don't use anywhere near as much water as you do with the Make Good, so you know that has an advantage to gypsum. Sorry, Make Good, because you're not using. Excuse me, 2 minutes. A moment. You're not using anywhere near as much water in it, so therefore the Make Good stuff will go further. So it'll be interesting to see how far the 30 bags that I've got will go. Yeah, but I don't think this wall, once you know, it goes to the leathery stage, I'll have to fill it at all. It does the corners or the edges much nicer, smoother going on. It's more like putting on, wherever it is, the filler that I normally put on, you know, with the Make Good stuff. Goes on like that. It is a lot harder work on your wrist, and it does feel a lot heavier in your hand. Anyway, I'm going to wait for this one now to go to the leathery stage so that I can come in and polish it off, etc. So I'm going to go downstairs and wash the bucket ready for doing that wall and that wall later on this evening. Right, and hopefully I can find something nice and cold to drink because I am absolutely boiled. Right, so once again, I want to thank you in advance because I've noticed I keep forgetting to say thank you for watching and that sort of thing. But please do subscribe if you can, and click the bell icon. I have no idea why people want to do that, but apparently it tells you or keeps you more informed as and when I upload videos. I will be doing, I did say earlier on I was going to try and do it once a day, but you know, I'd rather give you better content, so I'm going to be looking at doing it twice a week, which then will give you me time to do extra filming. Because I noticed, well I did, I know that a couple of the videos that I've put up have been a bit shorter than I would normally like, and some of the content isn't exactly, you know, the most entertaining, but I do hope that it's informative and there are tips that you like. As we get on, moving on with this gypsum, I'll give you a lot more tips as we move through. Hi, it's been 20 minutes and I'm back. And it looks like it's ready just to do the flattening off and so on. So I'm going to go on and do that. So what I do here is just run carefully I wet the paintbrush down the corners and I pull away from the corner keeps you a nice neat edge. It's at this time that you really want to be paying attention to what you're doing. Okay. Same up at the ceiling. Just run a wet brush along and pull down. Don't be afraid to, literally lather up the wall with water. That's the good thing about gypsum. You can use loads of water. And it gives you, let me show you. On the trowel there is what we call fat, or I call fat. And it's this that you can use on the wall to fill out any small dents, etc. But you didn't have that with the other stuff. Sorry, the make good. You didn't have that ability to make the flat up that you need to, fill out any areas that just needs that little bit of attention. wall is done so much quicker than the other. I know with the other I've been doing a lot bigger walls, but when we get into the other bedroom, the hall, the landings, the stairs, and even the living room and the study, you'll see the difference, really will. I'm not, paid by Gypsum to do this. I wish I was, but well, the wait has been worthwhile, really has. Anyway, I'm going to stop you there, get another mix made up, and do these other 2 walls. Then I can call it. In fact, I'm going to go and have something to eat. And then I'll do these 2 walls, and then this room is, well, ready for doing the other bits and pieces that need to be done. I can now really understand now why, plasterers are able to do, more than a room a day, as it were. I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. I'm not quick enough. But I could certainly see me doing a room in, say, 4 or 5 days, instead of like this has taken me nearly 8 days to do. But yeah, wow, there is such a difference, and it's such a typical woman thing. And I know that sounds really sexist, but it is, to say, "Oh, look at the colour. It's not very nice, is it? It's pink. What more do you want?" Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight now, because I don't think I might film it, I might not, but I'm going to go and have some dinner now anyway, and then I'll get on and do these other 2 walls, which shouldn't take too long. Right, ta-da for now.